You know, the greatest thing I have found in life, in 32 years of close walk with God, no one that says, God help me, has God ever denied help. Say with me, God, help me. God, help me. When it's rough, God, help me. When it's tough, God, help me. When I don't know what to do, God, help me. When I'm in trouble, God, help me. When I'm weak, God, help me. When I'm down, God, help me. When I'm in confusion, God, help me. Hallelujah.
What happens when one man believes God can use him to change the world? This is the story of a man who transformed a nation, not through politics, but through faith. This is the story of Archbishop Benson Idahosa, the father of Pentecostalism in Nigeria, a man whose bold faith shook continents and whose legacy still speaks today. Stick around because this is one biography you don't want to miss. Benson Andrew Idahosa was born on September 11, 1938 in Benin City, Nigeria. But his entrance into the world was far from grand. Born into poverty and rejected by his own father for being sickly and frail, Benson was left to die. Literally, he was thrown into a rubbish heap as a baby because his father didn't think he would survive. But what was meant to be the end was only the beginning. He was later rescued by his mother and raised against all odds. Growing up, life didn't get any easier. Benson dropped out of school multiple times due to financial hardship. But he had grit, and above all, he had hunger, a hunger for something more. Everything changed in 1952. As a teenager, Benson heard a street preacher proclaiming the gospel. The words pierced his heart. Right there in the dusty streets of Benin, he gave his life to Christ. And from that moment, he was never the same. He became obsessed with the Bible, reading it cover to cover. But what truly set him apart was this: Benson believed what he read. When he saw that Jesus healed the sick, he believed he could too. When he read that with faith nothing was impossible, he took it literally. And that child, once thrown into the trash, he began healing the sick, casting out demons, and preaching with fiery boldness across Nigeria.
I was an evangelist. I was press ambassador director. And my pastor stood up one day, Benny, and he said, Jesus said. Everybody say, Jesus said. Jesus said. Cast out devils. Heal the sick. Cleanse the lepers. Raise the dead. I said, who said? Who said? Who said? Who said? To whom? To the church. I went to my pastor. I said, Pastor, did you say Jesus said I can cast out devils? He said yes. Everybody say yes. Yes. Can I heal the sick? Yes. Can I cleanse the lepers? Yes. Can I raise the dead? Yes. Oh my God. Everybody shout hallelujah. Church, cast out devil. Shout, heal the sick. Shout, cleanse the lepers. Shout, raise the dead. I said, Pastor, that's good for me.
Benson Idahosa didn't wait for permission to start a revival. He began organizing crusades, open-air meetings, where thousands gathered. He was the first African preacher to take the gospel on national television. Unheard of at the time, his boldness was unmatched. In 1971, he founded the Church of God Mission International, which quickly became one of the largest Pentecostal movements in Africa. But he wasn't just building churches, he was building people. He traveled to over 140 countries, preaching the gospel with power, often without any invitation or financial support. If your faith says yes, he will say, God will not say no. He was mentored by the likes of T.L. Osborne and Oral Roberts. But many don't know, he also mentored others like Pastor Chris Oyakhilome David Oyedepo and many more who now lead some of the largest churches in Africa. He was a bridge between Africa and the global church, between faith and action.
From house to house, is anybody dead? They said no. Is anybody dead? No. From 11 o'clock in the morning, 4:30 in the afternoon.
With great impact comes great opposition. Benson was controversial. He was bold, loud, and unafraid to confront traditional religious norms. Critics says he was too flamboyant, too rich, too radical. But Benson never backed down. He used private jets, built a university, and believed that Christians should lead in every sector of society, from politics to business to education. To him, Christianity wasn't about survival, it was about dominion. Even in the face of political pressure and religious opposition, he stood firm. He famously challenged government leaders when they tried to restrict evangelism, reminding them that no earthly power could stop the move of God. On March 12, 1998, Benson Idahosa passed away suddenly, but his death wasn't the end. In fact, it sparked an even greater fire. His ministry lives on through Benson Idahosa University, through thousands of churches under the Church of God Mission, and through the countless leaders he raised. He proved that a man with faith in God is never limited by his background. From a trash heap to the nations, his life is a testament to the supernatural power of belief. He didn't just preach the gospel, he lived it, with signs following. Benson Idahosa taught us that faith is not a concept, it's a lifestyle. If you could rise from nothing to change a continent, what could God do through you? Like, comment, and share this video to inspire someone today. And don't forget to subscribe for more powerful stories of faith. This is Beyond the Name. See you in the next one.